So I almost died uh, twice going to the post office right before we recorded this.
Twice?
Twice. Both were due to old people driving. And I hate being that guy. You know, like, let me tell you about how terrible drivers old people are. I don't know why he was Foghorn Leghorn. That was a weird voice choice. But for real, like okay, maybe I'm being melodramatic. I almost died once for sure. Cause okay, yeah, I almost died. So I'm pulling into the post office, and a old guy pulls into the driveway or the entrance to the parking lot of the post office, and he just stops. There's no traffic in the parking lot to stop him. He just stops.
Yeah.
Like, just stops on the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm following him in because there's no traffic. So that makes me have to stop in the lane of oncoming traffic.
That's not good.
And sit there and go, fuck, come on. You know, and then finally he moved up. And then, of course, he took a very long time to mail like 5 letters by dropping them in the drop box. The other thing, I guess I didn't almost die during this. That was melodramatic. But I was sitting next to a older lady driving a van. And, you know, have you ever done that thing where maybe you're mildly distracted or daydreaming when you're driving and you're at a red light?
Mm-hmm.
And you notice either the car next to you or maybe the car in your peripheral ahead starts to move forward. So you like move forward an inch and then you realize I don't have a green light yet.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's more for some reason I think the light turns green, like I'll catch the light in the other, oncoming traffic will turn green and I'll be like, oh, and then, yeah,
something like that. So that happens.
Mm-hmm.
I think it happens to a lot of people, and most of us go an inch or two.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go, whoop, no.
Mm-hmm.
I watched this old lady. It was a red light, and on the other side of traffic, they got a green arrow to let the traffic go forward and to the side. Yeah, and she just went.
Wow.
She's really lucky that car didn't just turn right into her.
Yeah.
She just went.
Yeah.
She just drove right through it. I don't mean went and stopped and then went, oh, I'm already in the intersection. I mean, she just went. In her world, the light turned green, and that guy was being overly aggressive trying to make his turn.
Yeah.
So today has been hectic. For those listening to this the day it airs or uploads or whatever the hell the nomenclature is, I'm on vacation.
Yay.
It's a very exciting thing. This is the third vacation I've ever been on, and 3 lovely power-packed days in a cabin in the middle of nowhere, because I did not know what cabin fever was until all this. Oh God, Wolfie, don't, no. Hen Wolf is trying to cross a barrier that she really shouldn't. She'll destroy a bunch of stuff. Go lay down.
Like what kind of barrier?
I'm embarrassed to say today has been so crazy. I've been doing so much. The room that I record this in is my office. And it's full of, you can just see like stacks of media and everywhere because I'm always working in here. In fact, after 2 years of working from home, I instituted a rule that I've only broken twice. Twice in almost 5 years, I've only broken it twice, which is I don't eat meals in here because it already gets impossible for me to keep it clean. The last thing I need is, to have food wrappers and stuff everywhere. So, because for the first 2 years I worked from home, I took every lunch at my desk and most of my dinners. So, but it sounds worse than it is. I have a garbage bag in the doorway that is about half full with just like the wrappers and cases for DVD-Rs and shipping, discarded shipping packing stuff and things like that. Because I was halfway through cleaning all that up when I was like, I really have to freaking stop everything and we need to do the show. And, so there was just a garbage bag that's like half full of nothing gross. It's just like, misburned DVDs and packing material and, older seats and stuff. But Henwolf just the reason I freaked out was she was about to just walk over it, and it would have knowing how destructive she is when she half jumps over something, it would have just put that stuff all over the floor. Way worse than it was to begin with.
yeah, that wouldn't be good.
That would be bad. I've seen what happens when so Henwolf, she's like half Saint Bernard and half some kind of like collie or Australian Shepherd, and she can, but she what she hates more than anything is unstable footing. Like, I tried to get her to cuddle with me on a hammock, and she just could not stand the fact that it was rocking as she was trying to get her her purchase. So she just got right off.
I'm with her on that.
I'm with her too. If I had to stand on a hammock, I wouldn't like it. And she's standing on it, because she's a dog. So when I get into a hammock, I lay into the hammock. I don't walk onto the hammock and then lay down. But like Chicano, it doesn't bother as much. He's just kind of like, oh, this is a little difficult. I'll just lay down. But she's just like, nope. Gotta move. So, I've watched her cross things like this before, not literally a trash can, but like I've watched her cross like one time she crossed a deflated air mattress that I had folded up and put to the side in the studio. And it was like a nightmare. It took her like 2 minutes to cross it, and she knocked everything over around it, but she never gave up. She just would like panic and be like, I don't like this. I gotta do it. I don't like this. So she almost trashed the entire room, which was already a little trashed. I'm glad I was able to stop her, but I feel bad. All she wants to do is lay by my foot like she usually does when I record.
Aww.
I'm a bad person, I know. But yeah, so without a doubt, the most relaxing element of vacation is the time before vacation, where you try to get everything done. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many people would have this in common with me. I think if you have a day job, a lot of times there are some people that can pick up your slack, but having it be my own company, there aren't really any people that can pick up my slack. This is actually a really, really big deal for me, because this is going to be the first vacation ever where I am going to be officially out of the office. I've never done that in my entire life. The last 2 vacations I took, which were to the same cabin, but only for 2 days. I'm going for 3 this time, Mother Hubbards. I thought about going for 4, but I was too afraid I'd be bored and then mad that I wasted money. So it's a really cool cabin. They've got kayaks and canoes, and they have a private lake, a 10-ish, 15-ish acre private lake. So I just personally, what I like to do is just get on a kayak and kayak out into the middle and just, be in the middle of this beautiful lake.
That sounds like such a bad idea.
Why does it sound like a bad idea?
Isn't that when like the things come out from underwater and drown you?
That's why I have the Glock 29 on my hip.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you can kill them. It wasn't really clear in that story that one time if they were dead. I think they were dead. I don't think you can kill them.
Well, I mean, I asked specifically the Airbnb host. I said, be straight with me. Did you guys only move the headstones and leave the corpses? And the guy was like, no, we moved the corpses too. We saw that movie too. It was a national hit. We all saw the movie. We all moved the corpses now. So, but I will say it is kind of nice, because how like if you Airbnb something, it's like, hey, so it's $99 a night, but then there is a $25 cleaning fee, and then there's like some places have like a deposit that you do get back as long as you don't do whatever. And then but this one, it'll be like, oh, but there's a negative $25 because it is on cursed land. And you're like, man, that is so nice. I mean, because you can buy like some bags of chips, you could rent, some movies with that money. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. This cabin, I've been dreaming about it for 2 weeks. It's a hunting lodge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's newer. It has like central air, because every time I tell people hunting lodge, like, so you're gonna rough it a little bit. And I'm like, dude, I checked. It has central air. Like, no, and they don't tell me that I can't. So like the second I get in there and flip on the power to the place, I turn the central air to like 69 degrees. I'm like, this place is going to be cool. I mean, let's be real. If 5 people, the place is booked all the time. It's amazing. They must have built a whole business out of it. But like if 6 days are booked that month, that like pays the entire mortgage on that property. So
you think. You don't know how much their mortgage is.
I know exactly how much it is.
Okay.
My point is, I mean, that if they had a full booked month, they'd probably be making almost 3 times what they pay per month on that property, which is awesome. I mean, like that's, I want that for them because they are super nice people. I have to talk to them on the phone when I book, and they love when you're coming back because then they can be like, okay, so you remember the instructions? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, great. You know, they don't have to worry about it. And it's kind of hard to find because it's got a private drive. So you pull up to the driveway and there's just a post with a number on it. And then you drive about like 100 yards into the woods to get to the cabin.
Cool.
It's super cool. I'm so excited. But I mean, I'm sorry that you're afraid of lake monsters. I won't swim in the lake.
It doesn't matter. The kids, they were in the boat and the thing just like got them.
I remember that story. It's also weird. You know, you mentioned that. It's also weird because I'm on hiatus from my live stream. I did like 16 weeks or 18 weeks. I can't remember off the top of my head now. I think it was 18 actually. Weeks nonstop of live streaming every Wednesday, and I'm on a break right now. I don't know how long the break is actually going to last. I told myself it would last a month, but I think I found a book that I want to read on the live stream.
Oh no, that was fast.
Yeah, well, the live stream may not have had a huge audience, but it had a dedicated audience. So, if only 20 to 30 people watched, they were all really into it.
Yeah.
So I've been getting sent suggestions all the time. The craziest thing though, I love this. So the cabin has, one of the most charming parts of it is it has a tube television, like an old tube TV with a VCR DVD combo. And it's too far away to get any reception on an antenna. So it's just, that's what you can watch. And they have like 10 DVDs. So you could bring your own stuff. So I decided I'm going to bring like 10 VHSs because I have some old VHSs. And you can score other VHSs for like as little as $2, $1 a tape of like good movies. So I got some VHSs because I was like, this is what I want to do on my downtime when I'm not out on the water or hiking or whatever. I want to watch VHSs. And just in case the VCR for some reason is broken, because VCRs have a lot of moving parts, I'm going to bring like 10 DVDs as well, just in case, that I can watch. But it'll be quaint no matter what.
Yeah.
But so I was looking for VHSs to bring, and I'm not a big like VHS collector. There's some movie nerds that are very big VHS collectors. I probably have 30 tapes, and maybe 15 to 20 of those are like the ones I had when I was a little kid. And but so I was getting up into the top of an attic, or not attic, a closet, the tippy top of a closet, which is where you put valuable stuff that you never need. So I was pulling stuff down, and somebody had recommended to me, apparently back in the day, there were Alfred Hitchcock books for boys and girls that were like scary suspense stories. And I was like, man, I'm going to have to check one of those out. Apparently I own one, and it was at the tippy top of the shelf with a bunch of books, because I actually own a lot of books. I'm not a huge reader, but I own a buttload of books. So I brought it down and was like, well, I'm going to skim it, and if it fits, it's got 8 stories, and it's a pretty thick book, so it'll probably be perfect to read like 3 or 4 a night, when we come back. I wish it's still too soon to talk about the book, the secret. I mean, it's not that big a secret. I revealed it on the live stream. Excuse me. I myself and a team of very talented authors, including you, Michelle, are we're all working on a young adult horror anthology book with 11 stories. And it's almost done being written, and the artwork for the cover is almost done being illustrated. And then the final step will be the illustrations that you yourself are creating, Michelle.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah, because it's gonna be hosted kind of sort of by me in comic form. So it'll be, just readable stories, young adult stories, and then a one-page comic of me like making a reference to the last one and then making a reference to the next one and then introducing the next one, and then your next story starts. So I'm pretty excited about it. It should be ready and out in October. So there'll be more news very soon on that. I don't want to go into it heavily, but the stories I've read for it so far are super good, including the one you wrote.
No, thank you. Thank you. Sure.
You wrote a very cool story for it. And now I've got to push you to write more prose.
I started this is totally off topic and no one's gonna understand. I'm making a comic about zombies, I guess. But there's a chapter in the future that is not gonna have any dialogue probably because the character's alone. So I was instead of writing it out in, the thing where it's people and they talk and you do it.
Dialogue?
Sure. Okay. Instead of writing it out and kind of whatever. It doesn't matter. I started writing it in prose. So I've got about half of that done.
That's so cool.
Oh no. Did I freeze? Did you freeze?
You're fine. Everyone's fine.
Okay.
Everyone's fine.
Okay.
Breathe.
It says my internet connection is unstable.
Breathe.
Okay. No.
You're not breathing. Breathe.
No, I don't want to.
So yeah, I'm very, very excited to go on vacation. I really need it. And the last 2 times I went on vacation, I would, spend all day on a lake. I'd spend all day, just grilling hamburgers on a campfire stove and stuff. But this time I'm not going to dedicate 1 hour a day to emails, which is what I did before. I dedicated at least 1 hour a day to checking and answering emails.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. It's a big deal for me to decide that, but everyone I work with and work for out in the world has been out of the office before.
Yeah.
And nobody lost their minds. Nobody got super ticked that they were gone for a couple of, now, it'd be one thing if it was they're going to be out of the office for 3 weeks and not need that. But when it's they're going to be back in on Thursday, you're oh, okay, that's a couple of days. That's fine.
Yeah.
So,
you can wait.
But I and my anxiety is not very okay with stepping away entirely. I'm going to probably check my text messages once a day, but not going to deal with any business. I don't do a lot of business via text message, thank goodness. So should be okay. Also going to do a little bit of photography because I like photography. I find photography relaxing. Yeah. So I'll do a little photography, and if everything arrives on time, we might be doing a little bit of film, not film we're going to make a movie, because I don't want to work. You know what I mean? I don't want to work. But my buddy Michael Rasso over at the Film Photography Podcast, he is selling 8mm film, that motion picture film. And they have their own film stocks. And he's always looking for people to test it. So he sent me 2 rolls of film and a camera that can operate 8mm motion picture film. So I'm going to make some kind of goofy, fun short film in a scenic location to show off what the film can do. And that just sounds fun to me. That doesn't sound stressful. So,
yeah, cool.
So I'm looking forward to that. It should arrive in time. He sent it priority mail yesterday, so it should be here in time. But I'm really excited about that. 8mm film is really interesting because you actually standard 8mm. You actually just put a reel of 16mm into the camera. You film the whole thing, then you flip the roll and film again, and then when it's processed, they cut it in half.
Wow.
Because then it becomes 8mm instead of 16. It's pretty neat. So it also means that the film is often very scratched and dirty because someone sawed it in half, but that's whatever.
Yeah, who cares?
But I'm excited. So yeah, I'm gonna have fun with that. When people listen to this, I'll probably have just been arriving if they listen the day it posts. So yeah, anyway, I don't know. I'm getting really excited because this is the biggest vacation ever for me because of the fact that I've been basically trapped in my home for 4 months. I mean, the place is only an hour away. It's in Ohio. It's not like we're going on some big trip. But oh my God, I want to get out of the house. I actually got really upset the other night. It was actually last night because I was thinking about having to travel, or I was like, I don't know, I was kind of daydreaming about like having to go somewhere or something. And I actually thought like, oh God, I just want to get back to my house. And I was like, oh my God, it's becoming like Stockholm syndrome now. Like now I only feel safe here, and that's a really bad sign. I mean, yes, I'm safe here and I should stay home as much as I can, washing my hands and stuff like that. But I shouldn't feel like I have one sanctuary and I desperately need it. That means I'm going crazier. What is that making you think about yourself?
Yeah, no, totally.
Why? What are you thinking? I saw your judgy eyes.
No. Just you inadvertently calling me crazy.
I would never call you crazy. I would call us different.
Oh.
No, because you and I have you're insane, is what now.
Good. See, it's out there now.
No, you don't mind being at home. I mean, I'm sure you get lonely and stuff. I can't speak for what's in your heart. I'm sure you may get lonesome at times and stuff like that. But you also, your job takes you out of the house often.
Yeah.
My job occasionally takes me out of the house, and this whole situation has eliminated even that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I definitely understand that. But I don't go places and not think, wow, I just really wish I was home right now.
Well, there are times
there
are times when that's healthy and
sure.
Okay. I'm just saying that, like, I'm starting to realize that, like, I almost feel like this is the only place I'm allowed to be, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I feel like too, though. I'm not allowed to be anywhere else.
Then maybe you're not well. Maybe we need to get you out of the house. Do you want to come to the cabin with me?
No, I can't. It's the COVID-19.
Well, but it's fine.
No.
You just don't stop anywhere but once for gas, and then you're in the middle of nowhere.
See, that's not the problem. I'm not scared of stopping for gas or like getting food from a convenience store. I just don't want to be around people for an extended period of time. That's the bad part.
But that's not an extended period of time, like pumping gas and paying at the pump.
No. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean you.
Oh, you mean a person?
Yeah.
I don't want to be around a person, another human.
Yes.
For an extended period. Well,
yeah.
But what am I gonna? I mean, I'm either gonna have the COVID or I'm not. It's not like I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna get it, and then I'm gonna give it to all the people at work, and then they're gonna die. So I don't want to do that.
I mean, that's fair. Besides, you're the one who's been looking at Airbnbs in Japan.
I can't go to Japan because they won't accept American travelers right now. But one day...
See, my brain immediately thought you were going to, because they don't accept Jewish people. Like, they don't want them.
They might not. Yeah.
But there is a lot of anti-Semitism in Japan. But no, you were looking at some shockingly cheap Airbnbs over there, though.
Dude, there are houses for like $30, and they're nice, maybe. They have really good reviews.
Possibly, yeah.
And I mean, because I'm looking at stuff like as far out as I can get. Like, I don't really want to be in a city. I just want to be in the middle of nowhere, somewhere that's like super haunted, and I get killed.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first thing I said when you were like, "This place is like $35." I was like, "It's in the suicide forest." Then that's like where it is.
I actually was gonna look up because I don't remember what prefecture that's in. I was gonna see where that was so I could. There aren't houses there though.
You should watch the movie The Forest. It's a cheesy little American movie about that forest. It's pretty fun. It has some genuinely scary moments. I liked it. It just kind of flopped. That's a good scary flick. I like how you're like, it's like, huh? So on Airbnb it says $25 one time, fee, and then it says check in 3 p.m. and then it says check out never.
Mm-hmm. But you only have to pay one time. Just the one time. It's a really good deal.
It's very good bargain. You love. Uh, but well, I'm sorry you can't go to Japan and stay in Airbnbs.
It's okay. I can't go to Japan until I can speak Japanese more. So
Why? Everybody wants to speak English there.
they don't speak English that well there. Actually,
Oh, that's harsh. Let's quote Michelle on that. They don't speak English that well over there. Why don't you add a those people? That might be good too.
Great. No, but according to someone somewhere, Japanese people actually really prefer if you don't speak Japanese well. Because I don't know, it like just bothers them.
They think it's cute.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
They're like, oh, round eye trying.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, so if you're like kind of trying but like not doing a good job, they're like, oh, it's cool. I'll help you.
I mean, that's how I feel when somebody's struggling with English that's like visiting or whatever. That's how I feel. Like yeah, when they're trying and I don't understand, I'm trying to get what you're getting at, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
But I'd still like to speak more. I'd like to be able to talk to people a little bit, like not a lot, because I don't really want to talk to people.
I was gonna say, what are you talking about? What we just had an entire conversation where you said the opposite.
I just want to be able to say, hey, I can't read kanji. What does this say? Tell me what this says.
And also, please don't lie to me, no matter how funny it would be.
It would.
What does this say? Toilet paper. Good. It's just it's just one of those spiny fruits.
Yeah, it's like I don't think that's what this says, but okay.
And then the voice in your head's like, respect their culture. But the only bummer about the cheap Airbnbs, that's like how cheap hotels can be in Vegas, but it's like, but I got to be able to get to Vegas. Not right now, exactly. I mean, but in general.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, that'd be sweet to go. Or like, I really, really want to go to Nicaragua. Mm-hmm. And I just really want to go. And it's expensive to get there. It's not expensive to stay there, but it's expensive to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd actually be better off going to like Cuba or something, like because it's cheap to get there and cheap to stay there. Mm-hmm. So it's weird because Dayton, Ohio, for a small city in Ohio, we have an international airport. So oftentimes, if you're flying to like California, it's like, what a pain in the butt. You got to connect at least once. There's no direct flights to California. But if you want to go to like Cuba, it's like, yeah, you can go Dayton to Cuba. It's like, really? Yeah. or I want to go to England. Yeah, you can go Dayton to England. Like, this is weird, guys. This is super weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
But there are very few direct flights. I think I once flew direct Dayton to New Hampshire when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And it was direct because I remember not having to change planes because I was very young and very nervous. And I would remember if I had to change planes. You ever fly by yourself as a child?
No.
It is really cool. The airport or the airport or whatever you want to call it, the airplane, they dedicate, you call ahead and set everything up. Mm-hmm. And they dedicate a person to you at the airport you're leaving from, and at every airport you're going to be arriving at. They have someone who will take you and walk you to the next place, and you can take you to like, do you want to get McDonald's on your way to? Are you hungry? And all you have to have is a little bit of money in your pockets and your ticket. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I did that a couple of times going to visit my father because it would be crazy expensive for one of my parents to fly with me just to fly home. It was way too expensive. So, and when you're on the plane, the flight attendants are very, very sweet because they know you're flying alone. So they check on you like 3 times as much as everybody else just to make sure you're not scared of flying or nervous or thirsty because you're a kid. And if there are multiple kids, they always put you all together, which is not for you. It's for all the other passengers.
Yeah.
Who don't want to be seated next to a child flying alone who's going to be annoying. So, but I don't know. I want my vacation. Okay. I'm excited about it. You should take a vacation. You really deserve a vacation.
I don't think so. I was thinking about it and then I was like, but what would Gigs do? And I don't know how to get her to a place, and I don't think I want to leave her, and I don't know. And also, I just don't care anymore.
Well, first of all, you could do lame wad stuff like I do and take a half-assed vacation where you're only gone for 2 days.
But that's a long time for Gigs.
Not for a cat.
Don't talk about cats like they don't need attention.
They do need attention. They don't need that much attention.
She, like, all of today, except when she was at the window earlier, she's just been in the same room as me, staring at me or sleeping. You know?
My dogs do that too. They need attention.
So does Gigs, and then she says things.
Well, I mean, in cat, do you know how much work it takes sometimes to keep you from looking like a crazy person? Like, and then she says things. You mean like meow? And you're like, yeah, like meow or kill the Prime Minister of England. You know, like whatever she's got to say. You know,
normal cat stuff.
But I really think you should go. I mean, and you live outside of Philly. There's all these beautiful places in Napa you can go.
No, everything's too expensive.
But I mean, you could go out of Napa a bit. But I'm just saying, like that whole half of Pennsylvania you live in has a lot of beautiful middle of nowhere.
But I can't find anywhere cheap enough.
What is the price that you would be okay with?
Like maybe $45 a night.
Then you're going to be camping.
No, maybe.
No, you're absolutely going to be camping.
I found a place that I like that is like a house, but it doesn't have any electricity or anything. And I want to go there because it's like $36 a night.
Because it's basically camping.
Yeah, but it's like basically in Pittsburgh. Like it's all the way really on the other side of PA and kind of north. So like I can't go there. So there's nothing I can do. I can't take a vacation. That's it.
What did you spend your stimulus on that you can't take 2 days vacation?
Put it in the bank, and I'm not going to touch it because I don't know when the next bad thing is going to happen.
Like what?
I don't know. Another pandemic? A different kind of pandemic? This pandemic?
Well, this pandemic around you didn't lose any work.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that I won't lose work in the next pandemic.
I mean, okay.
Like I don't know.
I just think being as insane as I am, that my first vacation was when I was like 29 or 30. I don't remember how old I was. 29 or 30 was the first time I ever went on vacation. I can tell you should go on vacation. It's good for you.
No. Not unless I can get it for $45 a night.
There are places like that around here, but it is camping. Then why don't you just go camping?
Because I don't want to go camping alone, and I don't want to bring anybody.
I was about to say, so you don't want to go alone, but you also are terrified of being around people. But by people, you mean any person.
Yes.
Any single person, regardless of how well you know them or anything. Just no say.
Well, I can't go around anybody right now, so I'm not okay with that. I mean, just in general, because of
And I mean, I'm making a lot of jokes, but I respect everybody's personal choice on how comfortable they are being around people. I do respect that. So, but I think you need to do something nice for yourself. You've been working like a dog through the whole pandemic. You got a government stimulus. It's just sitting in your bank account.
It's gone. I mean, it's just part of the rest of the money now. It doesn't know anything.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, it is how it works. It's just in there. I don't remember how much I had before that.
Just skim a little off the top.
No.
Do I have to ask people who listen to the show to like donate to your vacation fund?
No, that would be so bad.
Because they
would do it. Maybe.
I bet we could raise like $250 to get you like 2 nights at a decent Airbnb.
That would be so bad.
People listening are going to think this is reverse psychology. No, she's just that weird. She really believes that it would be that bad of a thing. I mean, shoot, I'll put 100 down. I'd put 100 down towards sending you on vacation.
No, that's so bad. Like, why would you do that to yourself?
Because you're my best friend, and I would love to hear that you did something for you. And I know even if you're doing well in your house, I know that you're a wanderlust son of a bitch, and you like going to new places. That's why you started touring with music. You like
Ugh.
places that are new, that aren't Chicago.
But I don't know. I'll just save up the money and then I'll go to Japan one day.
You,
Okay?
I mean, you might do that, but I doubt it. I think you're just trying to placate us.
I don't know. No. No, I mean I won't save the money, but I don't know.
So what you're saying is you'd rather embezzle the money.
Yeah. That sounds right.
I'm gonna have to talk to your mother about this.
No,
I
because
think that's
then
the only
because
way to do it.
no, that's not nice.
What do you mean? Why is that not nice? I mean, first
Because
of all,
then
I
she'll
like your
feel bad
mom.
because she hasn't gone on a vacation and
You could go on a vacation together.
no, I can't go on a vacation with other people.
You could go on, no, but I mean, you could go on vacations at the same time, not to the same place.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
That would be fun.
I mean, in theory, but it's not gonna work. I mean, like, you're not gonna win this. I don't know like what to tell you. Like, when would I even go on a vacation? It's too hot. I don't even want to go on a vacation right now. So
You can go to places that have air conditioning.
no, I don't want to. I want to go somewhere and like I can go outside and I could look at things and it's just too hot, you know?
Well, it's not like
So
you could, even if I put together the funds, it's not like you could go on vacation tomorrow. It would take a few weeks of planning at least.
yeah, I know.
It'd probably be September when it's starting to cool down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end up just paying for a full vacation for you. I'm gonna work like 3 extra hours every day, indentured
No.
servitude to send me.
No.
What if you just get an email in your message box that says in 3 weeks you're booked at this cabin?
I would say that's really bad because I have to talk to my job. So.
You've got 3 weeks. That's plenty.
No.
You just say you are sick and it might be coronavirus and you have to wait for the results. And then when the vacation ends, you're like, okay, the results came back negative and come back to work.
But then what if I really am sick and then I give it to everybody and they said, but weren't your results negative? And then I am caught in this lie because I never got a test.
No, but if the results are negative, that just means they were negative from any time prior to when you took the test.
I know.
So I'm just trying to help you because I was like you, obnoxious, foolish, hateful, cruel, dastardly. But I do think you need to do something nice for yourself. I really, really, really do.
I painted the cabinets. What else do I need to do for myself?
I don't think that counts, Michelle.
Are you sure?
Maybe not entirely, no. But what do you get out of a painted cabinet?
It looks nice. And I did it, and that's good, right?